All right, all right. Are we picking up? Okay, it's picking up audio. We're good. Hi, May. Empathy. Hello. How are you? I'm still setting up stuff, getting the audio balanced here. Okay. I think we're mostly ready as long as I'm good over the music that I got in the background, kind of. Just let me know if it's good. Okay. So today I am building a computer. So thumbnail kind of shows everything that was there, but I'm going to go ahead and go through stuff piece by piece. It's a graphics card. Got our graphics card, got our RAM, got our board with CPU already installed, got NVMe drive, using a EVGA CLC 120 liquid cooler on it because it's an i7. Got a 750 GQ unit from EVGA, gold rated, already fully modular. I've used this, I've tested this one a little bit before, so I'm just throwing it in this computer here. We're building inside of the Cougar MX430 Mesh RGB. Comes with 3 ARGB fans pre-installed. Is my audio peaking? It shouldn't be peaking that hard. Let me put a noise gate on that. Alright, is that picking up better now? That should be. Okay, it was picking up the wrong audio device, I believe. Okay, now we got the right audio device connected. Let me do properties. Sorry, I'm just getting everything figured out. Filters. Is there another filter I can add? Suppression, compressor. Add a little gain to it. Make it a little bit louder. That should bring my voice up a little bit. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and push the box back here. I got some stuff still around from my last computer I did. But hello, Empathy, how are you doing? This Black Friday. That is not GPU, that's mount stuff. Sorry, in the way. Alright. Yeah, it's a computer. It's not a whole lot to do, really, other than once I get into the case. So yeah, I will go ahead and get started, at least opening the case out the box. Let me get out my stuff. Okay. Go ahead and open this bad boy up here. Good Black Friday today. Whole lot going on. Chill out, work on a computer. Do this weekend sometime, so I'll stream that as well. And I'm working on a YouTube video. Woo. Oh, that's the ceiling I just hit. Working on a actually YouTube video on this thing here that I'll be reviewing shortly on the channel. Hopefully it'll be out by Cyber Monday. But yeah, I'm gonna go over the case a little bit real quick here. And oh, it's light. Very nice. So this is the MX430 Mesh RGB case from Cougar. I really like this case a lot from the pictures I saw. It's a little cramped, but it's a full ATX tower. Super, like, not that wide, you know? Because this is just a dual fan GPU. It's a bigger dual fan, but it's still a dual fan GPU, and it fits in there pretty good. I don't know why it's not focusing. There we go. But yeah, so comes with 3 pre-installed ARGB fans, 2 at the front, 1 at the rear. It's only got 2 for the intake, but it's got this cool little bottom design here. Sits up. It's got good height off the. If you're sitting this on the floor, it does elevate it off the carpet a little bit. It's like enough room for a 120 or a 240 in the top. It would be very tight though. I would not suggest a 240 in this case. Maybe in the front, sure, why not? But yeah, let me take the side panel off. Oh, that's tight on there. I do like these side panels to just have little screws on it now though, rather than the annoying ones that are like in each corner, you know. So let me loosen this up. Lift up from the left notch. Please hold it carefully. Thank you for the warning. Lift up on the left notch. Hold it carefully. Okay. Easy enough. Take that panel off. Very easy, actually. Cool. I'm just going to hide that behind there. Let's check out what we got in the rear of the case here. So I guess I kind of like doing my live streams, like opening the case up first, kind of giving the case a review. Just going over the case a little bit first. Comes with an addressable ARGB controller here. Total of 6 connections, and that just runs to a button on the front of the case from here to control the lighting. So all the lighting on this can be controlled from the case. And I'm sure if you want to route it to the motherboard, that is your output option to the board there. So if you want to control it through motherboard software or whatever other device you may have, that's an option for that. Little tight. It is compact, but full tower size. Definitely on the mid tower side. So if we got one HDD drive bay, another 2.5 inch on top of the HDD bay, another 2.5 inch here, and of course we have 2 NVMe slots on our Z390. It's a Z390, not a Z370. I mistyped that in the description. But this is a Z390 Aorus Pro Wi-Fi with an i7 9700K, 1 terabyte Intel 660p NVMe drive for our boot and everything else. We got a XFX 5700 XT raw going on the board, 16 gigs of Vengeance RGB, 3000 CL15, so it's lower latency, not super high speed, but it's an Intel board, so that's not as important as if it was a Ryzen. Like I said before, we have our EVGA 750 GQ unit. That's gonna be a tight fit in here, I believe, but we'll make it work. And pulling it, I'm probably going to rear mount this EVGA CLC 120 liquid cooler on the back here to make things easier. Nice and cool, running quiet. That'll be our exhaust, but you know, it'll be okay. So let's go ahead and pop the RAM in. Make sure the system's running okay and everything, you know. I don't know why I've dropped frames on this stream. I should not be dropping any frames. Not because the internet's being dumb. Okay. Those two are in. Let me go ahead and swap my bit out. My M.2. Oh, I got another bit to unscrew here. Oh, okay. I might put that one underneath here, because this is a... I'm sure they're both PCIe, yeah? This is Z390 board, so it's definitely going to be an NVMe stuff. I might run that one here, since if somebody wants to slot another one in the future, and they own this system, it'll be easier for them to access that than... There we go. Make sure. I mean, it says M2M. Yeah. Whoops, messed that up already. Got that on the heatsink, so our boot drive is there, and we will go ahead and just put this back in here for somebody that wants to add in an NVMe down the road. It'll be super quick and easy for them to just slot it in there rather than get under the graphics card, you know. When you do your first computer build, well, that's your first, but you know, when you're building a new computer for the first time, I always recommend to zoom the camera in a little bit. There we go. Do the difficult steps the first time you build, so whenever you have to do upgrades later, make it easier on yourself down the road, because otherwise it's going to be a pain in the ass. Hey, it's just extra work you're making for yourself later down the road if you don't install it in that here on this board. You know, some boards you're only going to have one slot, some boards you're going to have a lot. But okay, so that's out of the way. Let's do our liquid cooler. RAM's in, NVMe's in, CPU is, I mean, that's just popping this thing in and out. So that's already in. I went ahead and pre-installed that. Get through the plastic here. I think I bought this last Black Friday. I've had this that long, but just sitting on a shelf, no use. But it's gonna get some use now, and it'll look really good in this case, I think. I will have to take this fan off. Don't need this fan. Got all of our mounting hardware here. Liquid cooler, 120 mil block, 120 rad. We go ahead and all right. Things installed for it. Does it come with instructions? It does, yep. Installation guide. We've done these plenty of times. We're gonna have that sit there and mount our brackets. And this only comes with an Intel bracket, I believe. So for the Intel, we're gonna do M3 threads. So those are the all right, cool. This is at a 1700. This is not. This is a 1151. The one I just opened was our other one, and then of course we have our screws to mount our radiator. So I think we yep. You just go ahead and thread these puppies in. Those are all tightened up. Got pre-installed thermal paste. I'm gonna use it this time to give it a chance. Normally I don't mess with it, but you know, might as well run it if it's on there. Not waste extra thermal paste I already got. It should be fine. Did I misplace my bracket? No, it's underneath. Aha, ha, ha. So I had some trouble with this the last time I worked on these, but really you just do your thing like that, and then you twist it, and that gets it mounted. So it's just a little. You line those up. These little pieces with the little slots that they have there, and you just push in, give it a twist. locked in. So that's for the more affordable CPU coolers from EVGA. And I'm going to figure out how this is going to sit in here. Yeah, but it needs to go on the board first, and we're going to have it with the logo up, of course. We don't want our logos not facing up. Yeah. Super easy. I'm very curious how thermals are going to perform on this i7. At stock should be absolutely no problem. If I try overclocking, that would give me some issues, I imagine, on just a very generic 120 mil liquid cooler. But, you know, it'll be a quick little gaming system, no doubt, with a 5700 XT and this thing. If I can get some extra clocks on it, you know. It's nothing too fancy over the top, but I mean, it works. I want to get that pressure on this definitely on correctly, you know. All right, that is definitely locked on there. And we'll do our CPU fan header for the pump on this thing. I'm going to take this this fan out right here. Prepare our standoffs and such. I would probably put the board in here first before I try and reinstall this fan. I'm sure it will be in the way with a radiator and a fan there. With that big shield on that board. Flip that out the back. Now go ahead and get the board in. Let's see. Yep, that'll work. All right, so I'm going to have to screw the standoffs in first. Let me loosen this up as well. These might be breakaway PCIe brackets, so I'm going to have to take those out too. Yeah, they are breakaways. That's okay. One broken off. Two broken off. All right. Okay. So I need to go ahead and get these standoffs installed. Well, I got it installed the most important spot. So top left and bottom right. So it's in there. It's not going to go anywhere. That definitely won't fit this way. So we're going to have to route it like this. It's going to be a tight fit for me to get my fingers back there with this in the way. So I might do this very last. Oh, which means the fan's going to have to go on now. Which I can handle. We can handle that. Ooh, fell back in. Okay. Getting all these out so I can mount that. Do I really need the washers? I guess I do. Bring this camera a little closer. Thought about doing my own little custom, like a budget custom loop. I might do that in the near future once I have enough funds to do that, because there are some very, very, very cheap like radiators and CPU blocks you can find on like Amazon even. Could be a fun little project to do. Last two washers. Should be good. I'm going to get this power supply all rigged up in here right in just a minute too. All right, last screw here for this. Come on, really? All right, sweet. So that's done and out of the way. Fan is on the radiator. Got to mount there, but before I do that, it would be a lot easier to where the hell? Do I have enough fan headers? Yes, I have all the fan headers I need on the bottom of this case. And then I have more on the right side. This has a ton of fan headers. This is so easy. Sweet. All right. That means we can put our power supply in. I am going to have to organize the cables in the back first, I'm afraid. Run them to the board and stuff, you know. This is feeding away from our SATA power and our header that feeds out. to the board. For our RGB, that is very flimsy. You got to be careful with that. Right. Run this out there, no problems. That should run here. Got all this stuff here to run down. This little indentation on the side, though, should help for cable management quite a bit. This has got to go under, of course. That's going under. Let's see. Also going under. We got this top band that runs wherever. It's our audio, yeah, audio jack. USB 3 should be right in here. And our USB 2, that can go out the bottom as well. Okay, this is going to be tight. It's going to be a tight fit, but we'll make it work. So, 750 watt unit, we can go in now. Keep our SATA out of the way, because we're going to definitely need that soon. That whole drive bay might have to go out the bottom though. Oh, it might fit. It might do it. It's gonna be mighty tight though. It fits. Oh my gosh. That is not much clearance at all. But it fits. That's the important thing. 1, 2, 3, 4 for the power supply. Go ahead and screw those in. I do like the layout of this case, I'm not gonna lie. Even though it's compact, you can still got a lot of room to work with. I'm sorry if my head's in the way, I just gotta see how to do this. Okay. Hello, focus. Right. Our unit is in. 24 pin out. Graphics cables are, that's for CPU here. CPU, I have another CPU cable as well. This one is a 8 plus 4 pin. GPU, and then our SATA cable, which we're gonna plug in and hide away. Never to be seen again. Well, I'll probably tuck it down in the hard drive bay for now. And down the road, somebody can get down with that if they want to. So we got both our GPU. So that's a GPU, and this is another. Both our GPUs are hanging down here. Our CPUs are going to go up top. Up here. Both of them. Because whatever reason we needed to for this board, even though it's not necessary, but whatever. Z390, so I'm not going to argue. These flat cables do come in handy for this build, I will say that, at least. I can zip tie these down. I just need to get them plugged in right now. And this will go over there. Okay, so now that that's installed, I think we're good to flip over, install that stuff, plug these in. Definitely plug these all in. Got one more thing to route around there. But yeah, let's flip it over. Go ahead and hook up one of those. Two of those. There we go. And that one over where it needs to go. USB 3.0. So I'm just unhooking up all this on the side so the cables don't fall back through. We got motherboard lighting control. That's cool. CPU, we'll put one of these in. That. Put our other in. Sorry, I'm blocking a lot of this. I apologize. I'm just doing it quick. Side is a much easier method to get this stuff without it falling all apart on you. Okay, just routing some cables away. I like to do it to make it less ugly. But it is awkward to do, so bear with me. I think that's everything plugged in that I can get to right this minute. Oh, and the front audio. Okay, all right. Most everything's hooked up there. Okay, so just going over what I did briefly. Hooked up our two, because this board uses the regular EPS 8-pin and a 4-pin, so I had to run two power cables to the top of the board there. Routed that up here, so that should be no issue. Put our ARGB headers wired up too, so we can have lighting control from the software motherboard. 3.0 is hooked up. I don't have the front panel stuff in yet. I'm gonna do that right now, actually. But I hooked up the two front fans and the front USB 2.0 port. Front panel headphones are already hooked up, so that's good. Yeah. So now I'm gonna go ahead and hook up our front panel. HDD plus minus at the top, the bottom. All right. We got power LED above that, correct? Plus and minus. Got our power switch. We got our reset switch on the bottom. Let's do those two. HDD on the bottom. Then what the heck just fell in? Power LED plus and minus on that. All right, all those are wired up. Means our next step is pulling this out, running that all the way back down to the bottom to get our thing installed. Get our fan on the CPU cooler actually running, because without that, that will not be good. So let's route it. Up and pull this thing through. This is a little right. We gotta get our radiator installed and mounted to the rear of the case now. This is a Wi-Fi compatible PC, so don't think I have any Wi-Fi antenna right now, but certainly when I do order some extra antennae, it'll be ready. Oh. We made it fit. We made it fit, fit, fit. Perfect. All right. So, system is almost there as far as being in a functional state. We got to install the GPU. We got to install GPU. Then wire that up, get the 24 pin actually in the case. And now that I see how everything is routing right now, I think I can go ahead and knock that out. I don't know why I'm doing this if it's such a pain in the butt angle. Fucking hell. Sorry, excuse me. The two-hand kind of thing going on right now, you know? There we go. All right, that's installed. Good there. And while it's in this, at this beautiful angle, I can go ahead and put some more standoffs in. 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right, that's all hooked up now. I think we're good. Let me just check the back here. I'll go ahead and mount the GPU. So, RX 5700 XT raw from FX. Sorry. Should pair pretty nicely with a 9700K. Nowadays, you know, that gets you a pretty good amount of performance. So, your 1080p or whatever, and you're just looking to get some good frames and everything, that should be ample GPU power for you. So I'll go ahead and lock that in with 2 screws on the GPU. Oh, it's gotten a lot heavier now. That is further. Just got that locked down now. That thing is in. I think it looked good to come up from there and pull that GPU up. So, or the cords anyways for it. So let's go ahead and run those both. Almost finished. Cable manage it, of course. It's gonna be good. All right, so that should get a boot. So here it is. I don't have any cable management in the back or nothing yet, but it's our computer. So let me go ahead and hook up a power cable to it. Should have one right somewhere. Huh, did I lose it? Might have lost that one. Oh. Oh, there it is up there. It's hiding behind some stuff. Do our boot test now, shall we? All right, here we go. Here we are. So let's run the power to it. Oh, we had a little light flicker there. So, power on. Running. Certainly is running. It's stuck on green right now, but I think we can change our lighting with front panel buttons. I think it just boot looped. There's our RGB. Nice. We should have like a little debug LED on here somewhere too. But maybe not. It's running though. Can drop the camera down. drop these down a little bit too. We'll zoom it out. Yeah, turned out pretty good. It's running right now. Of course, I have to configure the LEDs and stuff to the motherboard. And it's a little off. It's a little skewed from all that stuff. So let me go ahead and hide that cable back. Got more cable management work to do on it, but overall, I think it turned out pretty good. You know, I'll turn this actually flat now. Get it lined up about perfect. Oh, there we go. So yeah, I think it's a pretty solid little system. Especially for the price I'm asking, it's around $800 or so for this computer. It'll look good. It'll run really good. And now I have to just optimize it, get it going, make sure it's booted up and everything, and yeah. Another hour-long PC build stream completed today. Thank you for everybody for watching down the road. Don't forget, 1,000 subs, I'm doing a PC giveaway, something similar to this system, or like some of my previous ones. It's going to be around a $700 computer, given away anywhere in the US, shipped at 1K subs. I'm also going to be streaming on Twitch a lot lately. So yeah, keep up to date with all that. This has been the Rottenness Monster, and I will see you on the next stream or the next video.